Worldly Wives 3000, 3rd edition, Book 2, by Kenneth Hodkinson and Sandra Adams. There are 15 lessons. Each lesson will be read in one video. Lesson 1. Word list. Study the words, then do the exercises that follow. Calf. Noun. 1. The back part of the leg between the knee and the ankle. My left calf itches where the poison ivy touched it. 2. A young cow or bull. The baby calf stays close to its mother. Claw. Noun. 1. The sharp curved nail on the toe of a bird or animal. Carl held out his hand and the parrot wrapped its claws around his finger. 2. The part of a crab or lobster used for gripping. The lobster grabbed the clam with its big claw and held it. Verb. To scratch or dig with sharp nails. Our dog clawed at the back door so that she could come into the house. Couple. Noun. 1. Two things of the same kind. There are a couple of cups on the shelf. Will you bring me one? 2. Two people who do things together. The couple skated slowly around the rink, moving with the music. Cushion. Noun. A pillow or a pad with a soft filling. Tammy rested her head on the cushion and soon fell asleep. Flap. Noun. Something attached on only one side so that it can move freely. Colin licked the flap of the envelope and then pressed it down. Verb. To move up and down. We heard the geese flap their wings as they flew over the pond. Groom. Noun. 1. A person who takes care of horses. The groom let the horse out of the stall to brush it. 2. A man who is getting married. The groom slipped the wedding ring on the bride's finger. Verb. To clean or make neat. The mother cat groomed the kitten's fur by licking it until it was smooth. Share. Noun. A part that each person gets of a whole. Your share of the pizza will be 2 slices. Verb. To use or enjoy with others. My sister and I share a bedroom. Shelter. Noun. Anything that covers or protects. Our dog looks for shelter under the bed when he hears thunder. Verb. To give protection or safety to someone or something. The small porch sheltered us from the rain. Yard. Noun. 1. The land around a building. We lived in a house with a large yard. 2. A length equal to 3 feet or 36 inches. You need 3 yards of cloth to make your costume for the play. 0. Noun. The word name for number 0. It stands for nothing. 3 plus 0 equals 3. 1a. Words and their meanings. Look at the group of words next to the number. Then circle the letter of the word that has the same meaning. One B. Seeing connections. Look at each group of words. 3 are related in some way. 1 does not belong. Find a word that does not belong and circle it. 1C. Applying meanings. Circle the letter of the correct answer to each question. 1D. Passage. Read the passage, then answer the questions that follow it. Bailey finds a new home. Sandra Adams and Ken Hodkinson live at Sugarwood Farm in New Hampshire. They have a cat named Bailey. He did not always live with them. If Bailey could talk, he might tell you how he came to live with Sandra and Ken. Let's imagine he can. At first, Ken and Sandra didn't want me. Many times I waited outside their door for them to return home. I knew I only had a couple of seconds to make my move. So I would rub against Sandra's calf, purring loudly and looking up at her face. But Ken always said, "Don't let him in. Don't let him in." And they shut the door in my face. It's true that I already had a home, but I had to share it with two other cats who liked to bully me. That was no fun. I wanted something better. Sugarwood Farm was just around the corner, and I checked it out carefully. I counted the cats that lived there. The number I came up with was 0. As we cats say, perfect. Weeks went by, and it was the same every time. I hung around the door for hours, and Ken and Sandra always closed it in my face. But I never gave up. Then one dark and stormy night, my chance came. I was waiting for them to come home, as usual, when it started to rain. Now, cats know enough to get out of the rain. I could have taken shelter in their woodshed, but I wanted to be right there on the doorstep when they came home. Before long, the rain turned to snow. This was even better. I was sure that no one would turn a cat away on such a night. I heard their car pull into the yard. Then I watched them hurry toward the house. As soon as they saw me, I started to meow like a little lost kitten. In no time I was inside the house. Sandra dried me with a warm, fluffy towel. Ken kept saying, "Don't feed him, don't feed him." But I wasn't looking for food just then. I was looking for a new home. At last, I thought I had found it. I was right. Before long, they were feeding me. Sandra talked to my old owners about me. They missed me, but they had two other cats. I didn't feel bad. Cats spend a lot of time sleeping, so Sandra made a soft cushion for me to use. To be honest, I prefer their bed. They also made a cat door for me with a little flap. I just push it open with my nose, and it closes behind me. Sandra likes to groom me. I think I do it better myself, but it gives her a lot of pleasure. I try not to sharpen my claws on their furniture. I think they are happy to have me around. Answer each of the questions with a sentence. 1. How did Bailey know there were 0 cats at Sugarwood Farm? 2. How do you know that Ken didn't want to share his home with Bailey? 3. Why do you think Bailey rubbed against Sandra's calf and not Ken's? 4. Why didn't Bailey look for shelter when it started to rain and then snow? 5. What happened to Bailey a couple of days after he was let into the house? 6. How do you know that Bailey can come in and go out to the yard easily? 7. Why didn't Bailey need to have Sandra groom him? 8. How often do you think Bailey sleeps on the cushion Sandra made for him? Explain your answer. 9. Do you think Bailey likes having the cat door with the flap? Explain your answer. 10. What are some ways Bailey might use his claws? Fun fact. The plural of calf is not calves, as you might expect. The plural of calf is calves. Review Puzzle 1. Hidden message. Write the word that is missing from each sentence in the boxes next to it. All the words are from Lesson 1, except for 3 and 10. The shaded boxes will answer this riddle. Joanne bet Joe that her dog could jump higher than a house. How did she win the bet? This is the end of Lesson 1.